This film, made in 1903, recalls the first flight of this primitive biplane making aviation history. As the two brothers prepare to attempt the first catapulted takeoff, man's age-old dream of flight becomes a reality.
Airports are one of the few places in the world where you can pay $10 for a stale sandwich, get yelled at by a stranger in uniform, and still thank them for it. And the wild part? Most of the chaos we all hate. Those lines, the delays, the coffee that tastes like regret, it's actually avoidable. So if you want to skip the rookie mistakes, score better seats, and walk off the plane like you actually planned it that way, let's go through 27 hacks that'll make you feel like you've been flying first class, even if your ticket says row 33B. 1. Fly midweek. Most people fly Monday mornings, Friday afternoons, or Sunday nights. That's when airports feel like mosh pits. But Tuesday through Thursday, totally different. On a random Wednesday at 11 a.m., the terminal feels like an abandoned shopping mall. TSA lines move faster, boarding is calmer, and you don't get elbowed by a business traveler sprinting to their gate like it's the Olympics. 2. Book the earliest flight. Yes, it's painful to set a 3 a.m. alarm, but morning flights are the most reliable. By the evening, delays have stacked up like dominoes. One late flight throws off another, and suddenly, you're stuck watching your gate change 4 times. Plus, the morning air is smoother, less turbulence. If you're a nervous flyer, that alone is worth losing a little sleep. 3. Avoid peak holidays. There are days where airports are just unfixable. Day before Thanksgiving? Forget it. The Sunday after? Worse. And don't even mention Christmas week. That's not travel. That's gladiator combat. If you can shift by even a day or two, flying on the holiday itself, Christmas Day, New Year's morning, is usually cheaper and calmer. 4. Hold out on vouchers. Airlines overbook on purpose, betting on no-shows. But when everyone shows up, they start offering vouchers. The first offer, usually peanuts, $200 or so, but wait it out. If they're desperate enough, that voucher climbs to $600, $800, even $1,000 plus hotel and food credits. It's basically an auction, and the patient traveler wins. 5. Know your rights. If you're bumped involuntarily, meaning you didn't volunteer, airlines legally owe you cash, not vouchers, not credit. Cold hard money, sometimes up to 4 times your ticket price depending on the delay. Most people don't know this, so airlines get away with handing out gift cards. Don't be that person. 6. Download the airline app. I've watched people miss flights because the gate moved and they didn't notice. Meanwhile, my phone buzzed with a notification. Hey champ, your gate's over there now. Airline apps let you rebook instantly, track your checked bags, and sometimes even chat with customer service faster than waiting in line. Honestly, it's the closest thing to a superpower in the airport. 7. Check in early. It's not just about saving time at the counter. Checking in online locks in your seat reduces your chance of being bumped and sometimes even unlocks better seat upgrades. Plus, in the weird world of airline algorithms, it marks you as a confirmed passenger. That tiny move can save you from a very inconvenient surprise later. 8. Pick seats over the wing. Turbulence feels worse at the front and back because the plane moves like a seesaw. The middle, right over the wings, is the sweet spot. It's steadier, quieter, and your coffee is less likely to end up in your lap. That's why frequent flyers always grab these rows if they can. 9. Don't fear the back. Sure, you're the last to deplane, but in the back, flight attendants are more relaxed. They'll slip you extra snacks or a second drink when no one's looking. Up front, they have to play fair. In the back, it's friendlier, looser, and honestly sometimes feels like VIP treatment. 10. Research seats before you fly. Not all seats are created equal. Some don't recline, Some are right by the bathroom. Some have no window. Use Seat Guru or similar sites, type in your flight number, and boom! A full seat map with pros and cons. 30 seconds of research equals hours of comfort saved. 11. Pack an extra layer. Window seats are fun for the view until your arm freezes off. That's not your imagination. Outside air at cruising altitude can be minus 70 degrees, and while the cabin is pressurized, the cold seeps through. A jacket, hoodie, or scarf is the difference between cozy and shivering the whole flight. 12. Flip the neck pillow. Everyone wears them backward. The thick part belongs under your chin, not your neck. That way your head doesn't flop forward when you nod off. It looks odd, but it works. Trust me, better to look weird than wake up with a cricked neck and drool on your neighbor's shoulder. 13. Avoid plain coffee. That coffee you crave? It's made with water from tanks that haven't seen a good scrub in ages. Studies have found bacteria in those lines that'll make you gag. Even flight attendants won't drink it. If they're skipping it, maybe you should too. Stick to bottled water or grab caffeine at the terminal. 14. Bring an empty water bottle. Security won't let you bring liquids, but they won't blink at an empty bottle. Once you're through, refill it at a fountain or water station. Saves you from buying a $5 airport bottle and keeps you hydrated without bugging flight attendants for tiny plastic cups every hour. 15. Order a special meal. Vegetarian, kosher, gluten-free. It doesn't matter if that's your actual diet. Airlines prepare these meals separately, which means they're often fresher and served earlier. While the rest of the cabin is waiting, you're already eating. 16. Use airport showers. Some airports, Singapore, Dubai, Tokyo, offer showers for free. After a long haul, nothing resets your body faster than a hot rinse. Even if it's not free, many lounges will let you in with a day pass, or if your flight's been delayed, worth every second. 17. Find quiet zones. Airports sometimes have designated quiet areas, darker lighting, reclining chairs, fewer announcements. They're not well advertised, but travel blogs and forums usually map them out. Way better than curling up on a metal bench under fluorescent lights. 18. Look for free city tours. On long layovers, some airports offer free tours. Istanbul, Doha, Singapore. They'll bus you out, show you the city, feed you, and get you back in time for your flight. It's sightseeing you didn't plan for, and it doesn't cost a thing. 19. Hunt for hidden outlets. Everyone crowds around the obvious charging towers, the real gems, under benches, behind trash cans, in unused gates, even in the legs of flight info boards. Explore a little, you'll feel like you found buried treasure when your phone hits 100%. 20. Never forget a PIN. Customs forms mid-flight are awkward if you don't have a PIN. You end up sheepishly asking strangers or waiting until you land, only to find yourself last in line at immigration. A $1 PIN in your bag can save you 30 minutes of hassle. 21. Carry a power bank. It's not optional anymore. Phones or boarding passes, hotel keys, ride apps, basically your entire trip in one device. Outlets are either broken or occupied. A power bank keeps your lifeline alive and your stress level low. 22. Wear pants, not shorts. Airplane seats don't get a deep clean between flights. Hundreds of passengers use them every week. Add freezing cabin temps and suddenly your summer shorts feel like a mistake. Lightweight pants or joggers give you comfort and a layer of protection from whatever's living in those seats. 23. Wipe down the tray table. The bathroom gets all the blame for being the dirtiest spot on the plane, but the real germ magnet is sitting right in front of you, the tray table. People use it for everything. Meals, laptops, sneezing fits, and yes, flight attendants have admitted they've seen parents change diapers on them. Tray tables don't get cleaned nearly as often as you'd hope, especially during quick turnarounds. So before you set down your snack or rest your phone, grab a disinfectant wipe and give it a quick once-over. 5 seconds of wiping can save you from spending the next week wondering why you caught a mystery cold right after flying. 24. Protect your skin. At 30,000 feet, you're basically closer to the sun than you ever are on the ground, and the Earth's protective atmosphere is thinner up there. That means UV exposure isn't just stronger, it's sneaky. Pilots and flight attendants actually face higher risks of skin cancer because of how much time they spend at cruising altitude, and you're sitting in the same cabin, soaking in the same rays. Window seats feel dreamy for the view, but they also act like tanning beds in disguise when you're up there for hours. The fix? Simple. A quick layer of sunscreen on your face, neck, and hands before you board. It takes 10 seconds, feels like nothing, but it shields you from hours of invisible exposure. Flying might dry out your skin, but it doesn't have to fry it. 25. Skip lap seating for babies. Sure, airlines will let you hold an infant on your lap for free. It saves money, it feels convenient, but here's the problem. In turbulence or a sudden stop, no parent in the world has arms strong enough to keep a baby safely in place. It turns a child into a projectile, and that's not something you want to gamble on. The FAA and safety experts strongly recommend using an approved car seat on the plane, the same way you'd never dream of driving without buckling your baby in. Yes, it means buying an extra ticket, but what you get in return is real peace of mind and a far safer, more comfortable flight for both of you. 26. Look for free SIM cards. Airports like Dubai, Singapore, and Seoul Incheon actually hand out free SIM cards to arriving passengers, and a lot of people don't even realize it. Most of them come loaded with a little starter data and some call time. Just enough to get your hotel sorted, grab an Uber, or text your family that you landed safely. It saves you from that instant panic when your phone switches on and your carrier hits you with a roaming fee that feels like a ransom note. And the best part? You don't need to hunt down some shady kiosk. These are official, usually right at the arrivals hall or information desk. So before you pay your carrier $12 a day to scroll Instagram, see if your airport is giving away what you need for free. 27. Free transportation exists. Some airports are actually pretty generous when it comes to getting you into the city. Places like Zurich, Hong Kong, and even some smaller hubs offer free trains, shuttles, or buses straight from the terminal. No tickets, no fumbling with local cash, no awkward taxi negotiations at 2 a.m. You just hop on and go. It's one of those perks hardly anyone checks for, and it can save you $30-40 right off the bat. So before you jump into the first overpriced cab waving at you outside, take 2 minutes to check the airport's website. That free ride might be waiting for you. And trust me, after a long flight, nothing feels better than skipping both the cost and the hassle. Flying doesn't have to feel like surviving a reality TV show. With these hacks, you're not just surviving airports, you're actually winning at them. Next time you fly, you'll know when to book, where to sit, what to skip, and how to find the little freebies everyone else misses. And if even one of these tips saves you from a middle seat, a missed connection, or a cup of bacteria-flavored coffee, do me a favor. Hit like, subscribe, and share your favorite travel trick in the comments. Because let's be honest, there's always another hack worth learning.